Eating the same thing every day. Eating the same thing every day might look boring, but it's often a sign of a sharp mind. Highly intelligent people tend to eliminate low-impact decisions. What to wear, what to eat. They conserve mental energy for harder problems. It's called decision fatigue. The more choices you make in a day, the worse your decisions get. So removing small ones help. Steve Jobs wore the same outfit every day. Zuckerberg does it too. For some, repeating meals is the same idea. It simplifies life and clears mental space. Studies also show that routines can boost productivity and reduce anxiety. Repetition isn't laziness, it's efficiency. So if someone eats chicken and rice every day, they might not be dull, they might just be busy outsmarting you. Building entire life systems you never follow. You've got a Notion dashboard, 6 color-coded planners, and a habit tracker with more rules than international airspace. And yet somehow you're still eating cereal at 2 p.m., wondering where the day went. This isn't laziness. It's classic high-functioning overthinker behavior. People with above-average intelligence often build entire systems to optimize life, then promptly abandon them. Why? Because the thrill is in the design, not the execution. It's like your brain's a city planner, not a construction worker. You had a system, you just forgot to live in it. Needing alone time after socializing. After a party, some people want an after party. You want noise-canceling headphones and a locked bathroom. That's not rudeness, that's mental maintenance. Research shows people with higher cognitive ability often have stronger introversion traits. They process conversations more deeply, analyze more social cues, and burn out faster. In one study, intelligent individuals reported less life satisfaction when socializing more than average. Their brains prefer solo mode for reflection and creativity. So if you vanish after small talk and need a full system reboot, don't feel guilty. Your brain's not antisocial, it's just too busy being smart. Staying up late for no reason. If you're wide awake at 2 a.m. for absolutely no reason, it might not be insomnia, it might be intelligence. Research links night owl behavior to higher IQ scores. Late sleepers often score better in abstract thinking, creativity, and problem solving. Their brains don't shut off at sunset, they kick in. And no, it's not just gamers and doom scrollers. Some of history's brightest minds were chronic night owls. Darwin, Churchill, even Mozart. The theory? Smarter brains might be better at overriding natural biological rhythms, staying active when most others are powering down. So if you're crafting ideas while the world sleeps, you're not weird. You're just running on genius mode. Getting bored of small talk quickly. If someone starts talking about the weather and you feel your will to live slowly dissolving, good news. You might be highly intelligent. Smart brains crave depth, not surface-level chatter about humidity. It's not that you hate people, you just can't pretend to care about Karen's third cat or how it might rain later. Researchers call it a need for meaningful stimulation. You call it staring into space while someone explains their salad. Because while most folks are fine swapping fluff, your brain's busy solving existential crises or rewriting the laws of physics mid-conversation. So next time you zone out during hump day updates, just know you're not rude. You're operating on premium bandwidth and small talk's stuck on dial-up, delaying tasks then nailing them under pressure. You had 2 weeks. You started 2 hours before the deadline and somehow still crushed it. That's not laziness. It's a known quirk of intelligent minds. Some of the most brilliant thinkers were expert procrastinators. Leonardo da Vinci took 16 years to finish the Mona Lisa. Douglas Adams, author of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, once said, "I love deadlines. I love the whooshing sound they make as they fly by." Why? High IQ brains often need pressure to shut out distractions and enter hyperfocus. They're not avoiding work, they're waiting for the perfect storm of panic and caffeine to summon their best ideas. So if you only come alive when the clock's ticking down, you're not broken. You're just cooking with mental jet fuel on a 5-minute timer, making jokes nobody gets. You say, "My ex is like a quantum particle, always in 2 places at once," and Karen just stares at you over her mimosa. Research by Dr. Edward de Bono, and later confirmed by psychologist Rod Martin at the University of Western Ontario, shows that people with higher IQs often prefer complex humor, wordplay, dark irony, obscure references. Martin's 2003 study found that individuals who scored in the top 15% on intelligence tests were 40% more likely to use sophisticated humor styles. The weirder the punchline, the sharper the brain. Cognitive scientist John Lyman's research at Williams College demonstrated that understanding complex jokes requires the same neural pathways used for abstract reasoning and pattern recognition. If you've ever made yourself laugh so hard you had to explain your own joke with a diagram, congratulations. You might be a comedic genius trapped in a normie world. Keep dropping those cerebral zingers. Someday you'll find your people, or at least a Reddit thread that gets it. Feeling socially awkward despite being smart. If you've ever rehearsed your coffee order 5 times, panicked anyway, and said medium large please, you might be smarter than you think. Social awkwardness is often linked to higher intelligence. Studies show highly intelligent people tend to overanalyze social situations. They're not bad at socializing, they're just thinking too much about every possible outcome. While others are chatting about weekend plans, you're mentally buffering. Did my handshake last too long? Should I have said you too after she said safe travels? Einstein was a massive social misfit. Newton basically invented staying inside. High IQs can come with low small talk tolerance. So if your brain turns handshakes into boss battles, relax. You're not weird, you're just overclocked. Collecting random obsessions. You dive headfirst into bizarre obsessions like read every article, watch every YouTube, build a spreadsheet level obsessed. One week it's Icelandic grammar, the next it's mushroom farming. You don't dip a toe, you cannonball straight into the deep end. This isn't a casual hobby, it's full-blown cognitive curiosity on steroids. Highly intelligent people often fixate on niche topics because their brains crave depth. It's not enough to know, you need to understand. This trait's been spotted in everyone from Darwin to Janelle Monáe. Innovation starts by chasing down the weird threads nobody else is paying attention to. You turn random trivia into entire internal universes. You build curiosity cathedrals that would make Indiana Jones jealous. Sure, this might make you the weird one at parties, but it also makes you the person everyone texts when they need that impossibly specific fact nobody else knows. Talking to yourself constantly. You're not crazy, you're just holding a staff meeting with yourself. Smart people often process thoughts out loud, not to perform, but to think better. It's like having a co-pilot, except the co-pilot is also you and kind of a smartass. Einstein reportedly mumbled to himself constantly. Kids do it when learning, and athletes use self-talk to boost performance. Psychologists call it externalized metacognition. We call it giving your brain a voice memo. You're basically debugging your own thoughts out loud. It's weirdly efficient, like troubleshooting with a really sassy assistant who never takes a coffee break. It's how you work through complex decisions, rehearse conversations, or untangle ideas like a human corkscrew. Talking out loud shapes your thinking, like building a mental blueprint line by line. Studies show that saying things aloud improves retention. That's why people talk their way through exams, packing lists, or IKEA furniture nightmares. Caught talking to your toaster? Relax. Some ideas just need an audience, and sometimes the smartest person to consult is you.